So if you're asked to factor a trinomial, and remember that trinomials contain three terms, or polynomials with three terms that cannot be added or subtracted because the terms are all unlike. Remember, you have to have the same variable and the same exponent in order to add terms. Now, we're going to arrange them in descending order according to the exponent on the variable. So we put the x squared, then the x, and then the constant last. So what we're going to do here is we're looking for two numbers, and the numbers have to have a sum of 7 and a product of 12. And when we and remember that sum means we're going to add the two numbers. So we're looking for two numbers that add up to 7 and multiply, because product is an answer to a multiplication question, and have a product of 12, or multiply to be 12. So we're going to make a chart, and the first thing in our chart, we're going to put our product, which again is the answer to the multiplication. And we're going to start with, we're going to go through all the factors of our product, and we'll start with 1, and I'll explain that in just a second. And then our second number will be determined by the first number times whatever the second number has to be to get our product. And then our sum is the last value in our last heading in our chart, and this is going to be the sum of the first and the second number. So just as an example, we're going to go through. Our product has to be 12, and again, because that's our the last term in our trinomial. The first number, now we're going to start with factors of 12, and the first number we're going to look at is 1, because 1 times 12 is equal to 12. So we'll start with 1 in most cases, unless it's obviously not the right answer, a possible solution. But 1 plus 12 is equal to 13. So 1 and 12 can't be the two numbers that we're looking for, because remember, we need two numbers that have a product, multiply to be 12, and add up to be 7, or have a sum of 7. So look at the next factor of 12, which is 2, because 2 times 6 is equal to 12, but 2 plus 6 is equal to 8. And so 2 and 6 are not the values that we're looking for. Next, the next factor up from 2 of 12 is 3. And 3 times 4 is equal to 12. And 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. So now we have two numbers that have a product of 12 and a sum of 7. So the two numbers we're looking for are 3 and 4. So what we're going to do is, next, we're going to take the first term, the square root of the first term, which is x, and put it in the front of both brackets. And we're going to end up with two binomials multiplied here. And what we're going to do is bring our numbers into the brackets. So we're putting plus 3 and plus 4 in our brackets. And this is our answer, because x plus 3 times x plus 4 is equal to x squared plus 7x plus 12. And so this is, in fact, this is the trinomial factor. So if you want to check your answer, x times x is x squared, x times 4 is 4x, plus 3 times x is 3x, so 4x plus 3x is 7x, and 3 times 4 is 12. So if we multiply or expand using FOIL, we get the question that we start as an answer. We get the question we started with, so we know our answer is correct.